This is Valley News Live at 10.
We begin with breaking news tonight. AP sources reporting Pfizer and its partner BioNTech are expected to ask the FDA for approval for its COVID-19 vaccine for use in children aged 6 months to 4 years old. And that request could come as soon as tomorrow, with the shots then going out sometime late February.
The request, sources are indicating, would be for a 2-dose regimen. But just earlier this month, Dr. Fauci said younger children will likely need 3 doses, as 2 shots did not produce an adequate immune response. Stick with Valley News Live as we continue to bring you the latest.
All right, meanwhile, we're gearing up for a little bit of snow tonight. First Alert Team Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joins us now with your first look at the forecast. Hutch.
Thanks so much, Justin and Stacy. Good evening, everyone. We have a wild change in weather taking place right now as we look in on Grand Forks. Horizontal flakes flying, and the wind is really just starting to pick up a little bit. Getting reports out west in the Devil's Lake Basin. Thanks a lot for your report, Jim, but having to wear the spikes out on the farm because the wind's blowing so hard and it's icy out there. Let's take a look at the very latest First Alert Weather Day into your Tuesday. So we have a winter storm warning as well for many. Here are the impacts. Snow, a trace for some of us in the south. 4 inches, maybe a little more up near the international border. And it does look like we're going to hit those gusts over 50 miles per hour. We're already seeing gusts over 60 out to the west. There's going to be dangerous travel and dangerous cold. So snow, gusts. Let's go through a couple of these highlights here at the Big Wall. First and foremost, snowfall expectations, heaviest or loftiest, where we see these blues, 1 to 4 inches. We could see a few spots getting a little more than that right now. It looks like the international border, good bet there. Not so much in our southern counties, and far south, nary snow at all, although we are seeing a pretty healthy band working its way toward the Sisseton Hills, where you see the dark blue. That's heavier snow. Grand Forks points south. Look at the western reaches of Norman County. Winds, number 2 on the list. Boom, here it is. Gusts in the red areas here already over 50 miles per hour out there. And the radar wasn't showing much snow up there in northern parts of Minnesota, but it's flying. That's what the picture looks like from Kittson County area. Road reports, let's check that out. Dangerous travel, that was item number 3. We have icy roads here with a travel advisory in northeast North Dakota. Minnesota, you say? Yeah, we've got some difficult travel taking place here with completely covered roads. And the wind hasn't picked up yet with the gusts in our area. So I'll have the very latest in your hour-by-hour forecast as we head into the late night hours. But this snow reaches our central Minnesota counties by midnight. We'll tell you when that wind will be the worst and where the blizzard chances will be greatest coming up here in a moment.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
And it's a good idea to keep that VNL weather app handy for forecast right at your fingertips. You can download and use it for free. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store.
New tonight at 10. We now know the name of the man who Moorhead police say led them on a chase in a stolen car this afternoon. Police say 43-year-old Corey Youngbear stole a car, then crashed it in front of the Moorhead Dairy Queen around 3:30 this afternoon. Moorhead police tell us they had a hard time stopping him, deploying stop sticks multiple times before the stolen car eventually crashed into another car. Police say Youngbear was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. He now faces several charges, including DWI and possession of a stolen vehicle. The other driver in the other car was not injured.
Also new for you tonight, the West Fargo School Board discussed possible boundary changes to help ease the rapidly crowding schools.
Valley News Team's Nashay Taylor was there. She joins us now live in studio with details. Nashay.
Stacy, Justin, the West Fargo Public School District is currently building its 15th elementary school in the Rocking Horse neighborhood, which would potentially provide long-term relief for the growing enrollment. But tonight, several options of shifting boundary lines were discussed to balance out the enrollment until the new school opens, which is set for the fall of 2023. Now, majority of the options were geared towards making room at both Freedom and Independence elementary schools. As it stands, if there was no change to the boundaries in the fall of this upcoming year, enrollment is expected to reach 605 at Freedom. But by the fall of 2023, it's projected 624 students would be enrolled at that school. And Independence Elementary's enrollment is predicted to increase to 639 students by the 23-24 school year.
Where we're at right now when these schools get this full, it's like all the good options are gone now. So we're down to making, in a sense, decisions that we wouldn't normally make for classroom utilization, staffing, etc., if we had space.
The school board ultimately decided to further examine two options. A special meeting is planned for next Monday for the board to discuss those possible boundary changes and to allow for public input. Stacy, Justin?
It's a shame the board expected to take a vote on those final plans on February 14th. And also tonight, the West Fargo School Board talked about the struggle to maintain enough staff for all these buildings. Officials say this year they're averaging 144 teachers absent each day compared to just 99 last year. The district was also able to secure an average of just 77 substitute teachers for each day.
We're hearing more from the woman who says the mayor of Jamestown groped her while at a bar Saturday night. The North Dakota BCI is investigating the woman's claims that Mayor Dwayne Henrick inappropriately touched her while at the Office Bar in Jamestown. So far, no charges have been filed. After a brief conversation, the accuser tells Valley News Live Henrick, quote, shoved her in the chest twice, trying to give her a business card. And she says when she wouldn't take it, Henrich tried to put the card in her front coat pocket and touched her breast. But in an interview with News Dakota today, Henrich says that's not what happened.
This person was not interested in any type of legitimate conversation, but rather was trying to create a scene. At that point, I said, this conversation is over. Here is my card. Call me when you are sober.
The mayor tells Valley News Live he would never assault a woman and says the false allegations have had significant impact on his personal life. He declined to comment any further.
Police in Dilworth need your help identifying a suspect in multiple car burglaries. Police posted this Ring doorbell video showing a man, as you see, walking up to two vehicles and pulling on the door handles before just walking away. Authorities say the man, however, is also a person of interest in a few vehicle break-ins that happened overnight. If you have any information, you're asked to call police at 218-287-2666. It's 4 years behind bars for a woman accused of stabbing a man and two strangers before barricading herself in her vehicle for hours. 31-year-old Ashley Larson is charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault. Police say it happened this past May in the Mexican Village parking lot in downtown Fargo. Records show Larson first stabbed the man in an apartment, then walked to the restaurant's parking lot and randomly stabbed 2 women multiple times. Larson also has been ordered to pay more than $1,000 restitution to the victims.
Also new tonight here on Valley News Live at 10, another candidate has thrown his hat in the ring to become Fargo's next mayor. Dustin Elliott is a newcomer to politics. He'll be facing incumbent Mayor Tim Mahoney, who's indicated, though not officially said, that he's running for another term, as well as activist Hukun Dabar, City Commissioner Arlette Preston, and State Legislator Shannon Warris Jones. That election is in June. 2 men are seriously hurt after a small plane crash this afternoon just west of the Twin Cities. The McLeod County Sheriff's Office says the crash happened about 1 this afternoon near Hutchinson. First responders pulled the passengers from the plane who were flown to a Twin Cities hospital. No word on their condition or the cause of that crash. Funeral services are set for North Dakota Attorney General Wayne Stenjum, who died unexpectedly late last week. Visitation is from 4 to 8 on Wednesday in Memorial Hall of the state capitol in Bismarck. The memorial service is at 11 on Thursday. You can watch the funeral live on KVLY or via live stream at valleynewslive.com. Stenjum was 68. His cause of death has not been released.
Still to come on Valley News Live at 10, we'll hear from folks involved with a huge sled dog race underway right now in Minnesota.
And impactful weather already causing delays and cancellations at the bottom of your screen. And an update, we now have areas of no travel advised out in the Minot district with very icy conditions and a travel advisory in northeast North Dakota. Wind gusts over 50 miles per hour are taking place now. Your forecast is coming up right after this.